You just downloaded the show that was nominated Best Entertainment Podcast of 2013, only to be beaten by The Walking Dead. This is Survivor Talk with D&D, and we are just two best friends talking about the show we love, Survivor. My name is Dwaine, and I am in Alabama, and my friend David is in Virginia. Say hi to everybody, David.
Hello from the frozen tundra of southeastern Virginia.
Yes. Well, it's cold here, too. We just don't have the snow.
You got snow before I did, because you had to get out of your car and run in the building or something, because we were talking on the phone, and you had snow, and I didn't have nothing.
No, I had snow flurries.
Oh, you had I thought you had snow.
No, that's Birmingham. People were, like, sleeping in schools and sleeping at their jobs. I would have walked home before I slept at my job.
Oh, I know. I would have walked to my kid's school before they had to sleep at the school. We had over 10 inches. We haven't had that in a long time. No, but you would never know, because Atlanta got shut down with 2.5 inches because they sent everybody home at the same time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's because they weren't watching the weather.
We got anywhere between 8 and 12 inches. It was a lot of snow.
Attention, Atlanta! Huge storm coming. What? Did y'all hear something?
Possible 1 to 2 inches. Be prepared. I was like, yeah.
That's right. You know what they should have done?
What?
I don't know what you were like, because now you're muted, so I don't know what you're trying to say. You look like in a like a ninja movie.
You're doing the same thing.
And you're talking, but nothing's coming out.
I just shut down. Shut down everybody's streaming in my house, so hopefully it's not that. You're back now.
All right. You know what they should have done? They should have went to survivortalkwithdnd.com/Amazon and bought snowblowers.
That's a good idea.
Because that would support our podcast, and also they would have snowblowers.
But by the time they got there, the snow would probably be gone, or else they'd still be in traffic and couldn't be home to receive the snowblowers. So it might not have done good at the time. They should order them now for the next 10 years when the snow comes again.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, this is really weird, because your video is literally 3 to 5 seconds behind what I'm hearing.
Well, I am suffering the same a bit, because yours is behind as well.
Well, anyway, hey, if you want to support Survivor Talk with D&D, go to our website, survivortalkwithdnd.com. Just look up Survivor Talk, and click on one of our Amazon links, and join Amazon. Well, don't join it, but buy it. Buy Amazon. That'd be nice. Buy something on Amazon. If you can buy Amazon,
you can help us.
Then we have a PayPal button for you, my friend.
That's right. There you go.
We also have PayPal buttons on our website. All right, so some people have skipped forward until they got to around this part, and they're wondering if we're about to start.
Hello, skippers.
Yes, hello. If you missed the opening of our podcast, shop Amazon.
We're gonna do it for you again.
Yeah. All right, so this is what we're doing tonight. David and I, we did our original podcast like the day they announced the Survivor cast. David and I took a picture and a bio and did an initial podcast, and that is our Who the Heck Are These People podcast. And that was
that title, by the way. That is a permanent title for the first podcast of every season.
So you need to go back and listen to that if you have not. We've already had, I think, about 800 people have downloaded that, so I feel pretty awesome about that.
Thank you, 800 people.
We're a month out, and we've already got that many people listening. I feel really good. But so what we decided we were going to do is our next podcast was going to be, we have watched the videos, we know all about everybody, we're going to do all of our assessments, we're going to do our picks and all this kind of stuff. And David and I were just talking, and we said, well, why don't we do a Survivor, like a fantasy Survivor draft? So this is what we're doing. We are going to draft 9 players each, just like a fantasy football draft. So it's a fantasy Survivor draft. And these 9 people will be our team throughout the season. Now, David and I are playing against each other. You can go grab a friend, maybe 2. And if you want to, we will post all the whole point system on the website, okay? And you can, with survivortalkwithdnd.com, under this podcast post, all right? And go get you and your friend, and y'all do your own Survivor Fantasy League. It'll be fun. So now we'll still do the fantasy pool.
Yeah.
I just won't care as much about it.
But this came about because instead of doing just a podcast with a full cast assessment where we give a thumbs up or down or yes we like, no we like, it's going to be redundant by the time we do it because a lot of people are doing it, a lot of blogs are doing it, a lot of good blogs are out there doing it.
Not doing it like us.
But I just want to do something different.
I agree.
And the fact that we're actually going to next Thursday, we're going to present how each or why each of our 9 team members could or should win the season.
That's right.
So we're actually going to be presenting. I was thinking back to my forensics and debate school in high school, my team, and just think, why don't we just make a case for each one?
Yes.
Why don't we just talk about each one? And we'll give them all props and try to build them up for it.
Even if you think Bryce has a better chance of getting a suntan in the shade of, well, that totally messed that up.
No, even if you think Bryce has a better chance of riding an elephant than making the final tribal council, still got to make a case for him
for saving me.
End.
If David will still have to make a case for him if he gets him. I like Bryce though. Bryce is great to watch. I loved his video, and he's funny. In fact, I even posted on Twitter, meet Bryce, and I did his video, and I said he loves his accessories. And he favored it because he does.
Yes, he's a very interesting person. I think he's going to give a lot of good confessionals.
Oh, yeah.
What's neat about this is that we don't have to pick a winner tonight. We're not making any picks. What Dwaine and I are doing is picking who we think is going to get us points.
That's right.
And at the same time, we're going to be introducing you to the cast next week. He'll take half and I'll take half.
Right.
So it makes it more fun.
So a week from tonight, we will record our cast assessment podcast in which we will each defend our 9 teams, our 9 players on our team. And I don't think we're even making any picks on that episode.
No, next week the SCA 9000 will present its official 18 to first place boot order.
Nice.
And its superlatives, which I put a couple on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Survivor Talk. And you like that? That was a good little placement there, wasn't it? And I'm asking for more superlatives.
Shop Amazon.
I'm asking for more superlatives that you want the SCA 9000 to pick. It's basically going to be choosing at random somebody to meet the superlative that you choose. So,
David, this is my first time to listen to Survivor Talk with D&D. Shame on me. And I don't know what the SCA 9000 is. Can you give me a very, very, very brief description?
It's a bucket
Uh-huh.
with poker chips inside.
Yeah, that has pictures.
Like came from the Dean Dome in Chapel Hill. And once the SCA 9000 goes to pick the season, it's going to have poker chips like these. If you can see them, if you're watching us on the Google Hangout.
Yes, don't get so close.
There are pictures of all the survivors from this season. In fact, I had to remove the ones from last season that were still in there. But and it's just going to be a random. It's all
right.
What is Survivor Conjecture Apparatus? Is that what it was?
Thank you. I don't remember. It's your device.
It's just a randomization device where it picks the winner at random.
Yeah, and it does horrible.
It does. Pretty bad, yeah. So it's just for fun, because we like to have fun.
And then the week after that, it will be your turn to share your thoughts about the cast. Go to survivortalkwithdnd.com/feedback. And you can do it. But also, actually, on our website, if you look over on the right, there's this nice big banner. I think it's orange, and it says leave a voicemail or something like that. You click on that, and you can do the voicemail right there on our website. You can even review it and make sure that you like it before you send it. Or you can email us at feedback@survivortalkwithdnd.com.
And in your feedback, which is 2 weeks from tonight, include your picks. Let us know who you're going to be picking, because in that episode, Dwaine and I will reveal our picks. That's 2 weeks from tonight. So next week is
2 weeks from tonight.
The presentation of the winner, who should win, how they could win, the SCA 9000's picks, and then 2 weeks from tonight is your feedback, your picks, and our picks.
That's right. And then the week before Survivor, we have no idea who we're having on, but we're going to try to do something.
Or we might just take one more week to spend with our wives before we dive into the next season of Survivor.
Nah, we got to podcast something. That's when everybody's listening.
Maybe get our wives to wait.
Our wives can wait. All right, let's go over. These are the points. We are now going to tell you the points that we will be getting throughout the season, and you can also use these points for your Survivor Fantasy League.
I'm calling it a challenge.
Okay, Survivor Fantasy Challenge.
Let's don't mess up fantasy. Fantasy's the pool. This is just the challenge.
Oh, okay. All right.
Or I don't care what you call it. I know. You're really confused now, but go ahead.
All right. Go ahead, David. Why don't you go through the points?
We've divided the points up into different areas, categories like tribe, the way you can get points to a tribe, the way you can get points to individual challenges, and so on. What we're going to be reading from is the document you can find on our website. And basically, we'll do it real quick. Points for tribe/team challenges, immunity, or reward. The reason it says tribe/team is because once they get into a merge, they can be in teams and not necessarily in a tribe. For example, if there's a tribal or team challenge of 3 tribes, everybody on the first place team gets 2 points each, second place gets 1 point each, third place gets 0. If it's 2 tribes, 2 points for first place each, 0 for second.
All right.
You don't want to go through all this, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Points for both individual challenges.
Okay.
5 points for the winners of the first or winner of the first individual immunity challenge. Mm-hmm. So if you win I guess if they have an individual reward challenge before that, nobody gets anything.
Right. Well, no, you'll get 3 points for that, like you get ready to mention.
All right. 3 points for the winner or winners of any reward immunity challenge after the first immunity challenge.
Okay, that does say after, but we'll include if there's one before. But usually after they merge, they have a feast, and then they do an immunity challenge.
1 point for anyone that goes on a reward. So if you go on a reward, you get a point. Or we get a point because you went on a reward.
A good explanation of that was Caramoan, where Dawn won, and she picked Brenda, and then they ended up giving it to everybody else. So all those people would have gotten a point and not Dawn and Brenda.
Right, because they didn't go on the reward.
That's right.
I don't care if they won it. If they don't go on the reward, they don't get the point.
Right.
All right. Then 5 points for the winner of the final individual immunity challenge. Yep. As if they haven't already earned me enough points. All right.
The next category is points for length of stay in the game. So these are individuals. 1 point for each episode a Castaway starts.
So we're all going to start off with 9 points just at the beginning of the first episode.
Exactly.
Because they're all in it, and we each have 9 people.
So everybody's going to be worth a point every episode, so long as they're in the game. 15 points for the first official Castaway. Illimited.
Great
word. I even spelled it right and said it wrong.
Boing.
15 points for the first official Castaway or castaways eliminated or voted out of the game. Now, last season that would have been Rupert because he got eliminated after Redemption Island. So it's out of the game for good. Out of the game for good. And then like Survivor Palau, the season that Tom won, a male and a female got knocked out. Jonathan and Wanda got knocked out before the game hardly started.
Yeah.
They did their picks, and those two didn't get picked, so those two would both be worth 15 points.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of neat to get if you pick the first Francesca, but she's not worth any points after that. But you will get 15 points if you get that person on your team.
All right.
All right. 3 immediate points for each castaway that makes the jury, which is determined once Probst announces, and the first member of the jury is, or now you are eliminated, and the first member of our jury. So that way we'll know when the jury has started.
All right.
So when that happens, everybody still in the game gets 3 points immediately. Okay.
Okay.
7 points for any castaway that leaves the game for medical reasons.
I like that.
I do too.
If someone gets sick, I get points for it.
That's right. But then that's it. Their points are done. So you get 7 points.
Now the Colton clause.
Yeah, I had a lot of negative points in the first draft, but Dwayne said, let's drop some of the negatives. I said, but we got to have a negative for quitters, and he agreed. So,
wait. Colton's not a quitter, but it's fun to call it the Colton clause.
Okay.
Because people think he's a quitter.
Well,
but he's our friend.
The second time around.
Well, the second time he is a quitter.
He didn't quit.
He left the game.
He left the game. Minus 10 points for any quest.
Hello. We were nominated for Best Entertainment Podcast, not for Best Dictation.
Should have been for comedy. Minus 10 points for any castaway that quits the game.
All right.
It walks out. 5 points for each castaway that makes the final tribal council, which of course is after the final individual immunity challenge. And 15 points for the winner of the game.
All right. And then we have 2 firsts that you can get points for.
Okay.
3 points for the first person per tribe to start a fire. Okay. That is the person who actually did the flint or whatever to make the fire. I don't care if 8 people were around the fire. Whoever actually got the flame is the person.
Right. Person with hands on the equipment when it started.
Oh, survivor. Okay. The second way, 3 points for the first player seen climbing a tree.
That's right.
Who came up with that weird one?
I don't know, but I like it. It's a good one. It's pretty.
All right. Weekly opportunities for points. I like this one.
Here we go. 1 point for every episode a castaway has a blur. Now this is going to be fun because we might miss a blur. And, if we do, then we need somebody to tell us if we missed one if we don't talk about it, because we're going to talk about these real quick on our podcast. All right, so 1 point for every episode a castaway has a blur. 1 point for any castaway.
Hold on. If Morgan, for example, gets 3 blurs in one episode, she still only gets 1 point.
You only get 1 point per episode.
Well, David will
however many blurs. Yeah. All right. Okay, let me write down Bryce and Morgan. 1 point for any castaway that says the word blindside at any point of the episode.
Now, do they get it for every time, or just that one? They said it 5 times in that episode, we get a point.
I don't know. It's not written. Make a decision right now.
We get 1 point because they said
I like this as before. 1 point for the whole episode.
All right.
And then 1 point for any castaway that says $1 million. Tell them where that came from.
Well, I was going to say I'm in it to win $1 million, but we wanted to get a little less specific. So
yeah, because I came up with the idea of somebody saying they're certainly not in it for the $1 million.
Yeah.
So if it's mentioned, they get 1 point at the most per episode if they say $1 million.
Yes. And before we do our last points, Gunnar Stahl on our YouTube comments has complimented us, saying, "Smart move, guys, because now we have a 50% chance of picking the winner versus a 1 in 18 chance."
There you go. There you go. That's right, Gunnar. You're welcome.
All right. Points for the immunity idol. All right, here we go. 3 points awarded per episode for each castaway that possesses a hidden immunity idol. Now listen, if I had the hidden immunity idol during episode 5, and during the process of episode 5, I give it to David, then both David and myself get points for having the immunity idol because we possessed it.
Even the short amount of time of when Reynolds gave the idol to Malcolm as he was getting up saying, "Give me the idol," and Malcolm played it for himself, that was ownership. And that's 3 points for Malcolm as well.
He possessed it. If Reynolds had played the idol for Malcolm, Malcolm would not have possessed the idol.
Right.
All right.
Now, the reason we didn't put finds the idol, because last season Andrea found the idol and then Eric took it. No, I'm sorry. Eric found it and then Andrea took it because it was her clue. So there's a little discrepancy there.
5 points for the castaway that plays a hidden immunity idol at Tribal Council.
Doesn't matter. Right. Does it matter who he plays it for?
Doesn't matter who he plays it for.
They just play it.
10 points to the castaway playing the idol if the idol saves the castaway for whom it was played.
So future survivors, if you're listening, you want to play the idol, but play it for the person you think's getting voted out. That's like double points. Don't give it away. Keep it for yourself and play it for the other person to get those points. All
right. It is now time to start our draft.
And before we do, we have to find out who's going first. So I have the SCA 9000 completely empty.
All right. Somebody wrote a comment on YouTube. Does this work? Yes.
It does work.
Kyosho says hello, Kyosho.
Hey, Sean.
All right.
This is Dwaine. I know it's hard to see. He barely fit on the chip. I had to cut him down to size.
Nice, David. Thank you. I barely fit on the chip.
The handsome David, who's also barely fits on the chip because he's got a big head.
Yeah, actually, the top of your head isn't even on the chip.
The top of my head is barely in the camera.
All right, now this is for who goes first, and then after round
4.
There's how many rounds? There's 9 rounds.
Yep.
You had it all even up earlier. When do we switch?
At the 4th round.
After the 4th round.
Yes.
Well, then whoever goes first has the disadvantage.
But you get to go first.
Okay, fine. No, after the 5th round.
Okay, that's fine. I thought I did it right in the middle.
You did. How many rounds are there? There's 9 rounds after the 5th round.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Whatever. Going first.
What? Crab!
Guess that would be me.
No, I'm not happy about this.
That means I'm also going last.
Oh.
All right.
Wait, that's not fair. Oh, no, actually, that is fair. Quite good. All right, David.
Are you with us now?
Yes.
All right, Team David, you're on the clock. You have
David.
5 minutes to make your decision. All right, my first pick.
Hey, who do y'all think you should pick? All right, David, who is your first pick for your Team David?
I'm going to go with LJ.
Crap! Daggone it, that's the... He was my #1 pick. Are you serious?
I'm serious. Can't wait to make the argument for LJ.
Oh, I'm so upset.
Are we done? Are we finished? Is this not going to work?
Gosh. David's got LJ. I'm not happy about that. The puzzle freak himself.
The horse whisperer, man.
Gosh. All right. My next pick. I'm trying to decide.
Like fantasy football all over again.
Well, I don't want you to pick my third choice either.
Okay.
So I'm trying to decide who do I think you will pick next.
Man, I'm really glad I got first pick now because I would have been upset if I didn't get LJ.
Okay, I'm gonna put I'm gonna go with Woo.
Okay. I think you might get some 3 points there.
Was he your second choice?
No.
Crud.
Not my second choice.
Second choice is my second choice. I'm gonna be so round 2. All right, so he was taken in round 1. He was taken in round 1.
Round 2.
Round 2, David. If you pick who I want, I'm gonna be so upset.
My round 2 choice is professional poker player Garrett.
Oh, okay, good. See, I knew you were gonna pick him, so he's like way down on my list.
Oh, okay.
All right, my round 2 pick is David. Not you, David.
Sampson.
Not you, but the owner of the Marlins.
President of the Marlins, yeah.
Yeah, president of the Marlins. There ain't any women in our team yet, David.
So far.
A highly testosterone-filled team. Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds, David has LJ and Garrett. Dwayne's team has David and Woo. Round 3, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Round 3.
David is consulting with his financial director.
I'm going to go... Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. This is where it starts to get hard.
I know.
I wanted LJ so badly. You know, this wasn't such a good idea. Because I don't care about being first at the end. All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to take the first female of the draft.
All right.
Already. And take Sarah.
Sarah. All right. David Jones takes Sarah. She was way down on my list.
Team David. You don't have to use the last name.
Team David.
That's right.
Round 3 takes Sarah. Round 3 for Dwayne, for Team Dwayne. Round 3, Team Dwayne. Oh, Gunner says, well, Gunner, guess what? My round 3 pick is Spencer.
Spencer.
Oh, yeah. Spencer's going to kick butt.
Okay.
Round
sure
3,
he thinks so.
Spencer. Kyosho's like, Cass, come on, pick Cass. That's what Kyosho's saying. Mike K says LJ would have been my first pick, too.
You know, I like Cass. I'm just nervous about the tribe she's on. That's the only thing about it.
Yeah. Jake Larson says, pick Alexis and then get her on the show immediately.
I like Alexis. I actually do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of our Survivor Challenge, Team David has LJ, Garrett, and Sarah, 1 beauty, 1 brains, and 1 brawn. Team Dwayne has David from the Brains tribe, Woo from the Brawn tribe, and Spencer from the Brain tribe. All right, David, round 4. Round 4. Who do you choose?
I'm going to surprise you and go with another female. who I really like and think could be an interesting person if she plays a good social game. That's Lindsay.
Oh, Lindsay, the tat woman.
Yep.
I like Lindsay.
With the awesome hair.
I like Lindsay.
I see her hair, and I think about Matt's beard, and I worry. That's going to bother her.
Man, Lindsay's going to kick butt in this game.
I hope so.
All right. My favorite player. Absolutely my favorite player. Jeffra. Team Jeffra.
Very nice.
So, all right, are we switching now or are we waiting?
This next round, I pick, and then you pick twice to start the next round after that.
Okay, here we go. Round 5.
All right.
Round 5. Don't you pick mine. Now I'm getting worried because I don't want you to pick my next one.
I'm going to pick Cliff.
Oh, good. Really?
Yeah.
Cliff?
I'm picking Cliff.
Okay.
Far down your list, huh?
Yeah. Uh-huh. He's real far down on my list.
All right.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be 6'10" under. All right. I get 2 picks in a row.
Yes.
Jatia. I pick Jatia.
Okay.
I like Jatia. Jatia is like my son's perfect woman.
Which son? Nathan?
Yeah, Nathan.
Yeah. She's probably a lot of people's perfect woman. Probably a lot of men's perfect woman.
I still wish I could have been a fly on the wall when she walked into her nuclear engineer class or her nuclear class, and all those guys looked up and went, what?
Are you lost? Can we help you?
She's a girl. All right.
That reminds me of a Big Bang Theory. And they're in the comic book store, and they're saying, why is everybody staring at me? Because you're a real girl.
Yes, I remember that.
They don't see many real women in here.
That's right. All right. My sixth pick. That was my 5th pick. Round 6, my friends. I get to go first now. I'm picking Jeremiah Wood.
Oh, you stole my next pick.
Yay! I like Jeremiah.
Good job.
Country boy, model. Good job. He's on the beauty tribe. All right, David, who's your number 6? Hope it's not my next person.
My number 6 is going to be Cass.
No, that was my number 7. Dang.
I like Cass. I'm just hoping it works out for her on that try. I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but I hope she lasts for a while.
Cass, I liked you.
I hope she lasts because I want to listen to her confessionals. I think she's going to be really funny.
Yeah. Let me get my. She's the one with glasses, right? She's the lawyer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But she's not going to tell him that.
Right. Oh, shh.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
You just gave it away to the 800 people who are going to listen.
Dadgummit. All right. Remember, this is not our choosing who we think is the best going down to the worst. That's not what it is. We're going based on our Survivor Challenge pool. So this is all based on who we think can get us points. Round 7, my friends. Round 7. I pick. Why? Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure out why I chose this person.
There's got to be a reason why I chose this.
Well, I'm trying to decide because I don't. See, it gets kind of tight here because you don't. All right, let me see. So far, I have a brain.
Oh, that's a good way to.
A beauty.
You have a brawn.
A brain. A brain. A beauty. I don't have a lot of. I have a lot of. Well, anyway. All right, I'm gonna pick Morgan. Round 7, Morgan. And David is in shock.
I am in shock.
Yes, you are. I like Morgan.
I do too. What do I have so far?
Can I get points just for her being on the screen?
What is LJ's?
Can I? Hello, Earth to David.
Yes, you can get points just for putting her up on the screen.
All right. I picked Morgan. David, round 7. Okay. I don't know who this is because there's no name beside it, but it goes woo. Really? Yeah, I like woo. I will defend him in a week. Gunner says good pick, Dwayne, although I don't know which pick he's talking about because these aren't exactly in time. Let's see.
I'm debating between two people right now. One's on the B tribe, one's on the Braun tribe.
Mike K is already telling us how we should have done this differently. See? Oh, man.
I'm going to go.
Who's your 7th pick, David? Round 7. Who's your 7th pick?
Alexis.
All right.
I like Alexis.
So do I. Alexis is gorgeous. I mean, she's a great player.
There you go.
Yes. All right, David, why don't you review our teams for us before we do round 8?
So far, Team Dwayne has Wu from the Brawn, David from the Brains, Spencer from the Brains, Jeffra from the Beauty, Jatia from the Brains, Jeremiah from the Beauty, and Morgan from the Beauty.
So I don't have a lot of brawn on my team, do I?
No, you don't. And then for Team David, we've got LJ from the Beauty, Garrett from the Brain, Sarah from the Brawn, Lindsay from the Brawn, Cliff from the Brawn, Cash from the Brain, and Alexis from the Beauty Squad.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 8.
So we got 2 more left each.
Mm-hmm. Dwayne consults with his water bottle.
And the water bottle says, really? I've never thought it would have said that.
Yes, that's what it said. By the way, before we get to round 8, I am at like the very end of the first book of Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wish it would get over. Because I'm liking it. I'm liking it, but I want to start the next book. You know, they're kind of winding stuff down.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm really anxious to start the next book using a program I will not mention unless they would like to sponsor us.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, round 8 for the Survivor Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
The D&D Survivor Challenge. Tasha, my friends, another brain, Tasha.
Good, you didn't take my next one. Okay.
Believe me, the last 3, they're yours, man. They're yours.
Oh, come on.
All right, no, hey, I like them. I'm not saying I don't like them. I could defend everybody. Every single person in this 18 could win.
This is a very diverse group of 18. Anybody, if they play the right social game, could get to the end.
That's right.
So just because we're picking you in the 8th or 9th round does not mean we don't think you can do well.
Yes, don't feel bad about yourself. I've always been picked last. You realize we're going to have 1, maybe 2 survivors that won't listen to us anymore. Several of them listen to our Who the Heck Are These People?
Yeah.
I guess they wanted to know who they were.
All right, I'm putting a lot of points on the Braun tribe because I'm taking Tony.
I thought you might take Tony.
Yeah.
That's your 9th round. That's your 8th round pick.
Yep. You got 2 left.
All right. We have 2 left. I get to pick first.
Yes, you do.
So the 2 choices are Trish from the Braun tribe, who I think is going to maybe be a little too different for her tribe. One of those people that might stick out a little bit.
Before you make this pick, I'm going to agree that I did a little bit of that with mine. I looked at each tribe and said, if this tribe lost, who looks like the odd person out to be the first one voted out without giving any chance of a social game or strategic game? Who's the first one? Yeah.
Right, which means she doesn't really get a chance to play the game.
Right.
You know, I don't think that's so much about Bryce. I think Bryce might actually have a chance of staying in his tribe a little longer.
Staying power, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Trish.
Really?
Yep. Trish is my 9th pick.
That just sounds kind of opposite of what you just said, but okay.
Why? I get 15 points if she goes first.
Oh, okay.
And if Bryce goes second, you don't get nothing but 1 point for 1 episode. But they're not going to go out that quickly.
I don't think either one of them will go first because, to be honest, I don't think those two. I think the Brawn and the Beauty Tribe are going to do well in the first challenge. I don't know. Unless there's a lot of puzzle, I don't know. I just think of the three tribes, I think the Brain Tribe is the weakest tribe. If I had to pick.
All right. I want to address some of these YouTube comments because No Name.
Yeah, I haven't seen them.
No Name on YouTube says Jeffra to Dwaine makes sense. Now, I would like for No Name to elaborate here and
I can explain.
Tell me what he means.
Because Jeffra said, "Oh,
no, go ahead." Jeffra said what?
Jeffra mentioned she was most like Chelsea.
Oh yes, well, this is true.
That would do it, wouldn't it? Yes.
Yeah. So let's see. Gunnar says 2 reasons maybe Dwaine about his pick from the beauty team. What? I don't understand that, Gunnar. 2 reasons maybe Dwaine about his pick, about this pick from the beauty team. Not sure what he means. And I was right. Let's see. Jeffrey, the Spencer pick, Dwaine. Oh, Gunnar says I did a good pick with my Spencer pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I talked to Rob C. a little bit today about the cast. He and I had similar views on some things. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, he's up for a Stitcher Award tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I hope he wins. Anyway, all right. So, are you on YouTube? Can you see comments quicker than I can? Has No Name responded yet?
No, I don't have YouTube up.
Well, get it up. Come on, David. Do you need a little help? Push the buttons. Get it up. By the way, have you seen Frozen?
No.
I still have not seen it either. I guess I'm just going to wait until it comes out on video.
It's still out here. Davis told us it was still out over here.
Oh, yeah, it's still out. I saw Lone Survivor. Hello.
Yeah.
And I heard it was a book first, so I'm very anxious to possibly read that.
I might go and see it tomorrow because I'm going up north tomorrow to visit Bailey, and before I get there, I might go see it.
Yeah, everything's closed down, but you can still go see a movie. Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about up in Harrisonburg. They got like 2 inches, he said. We got 10 down here.
But you have to drive through the 10 inches to get to the 2 inches.
Well, I've already driven over the 10 inches like 5 times, so it's pretty down to 2 or 3 inches.
And yet everything was closed. See, that's what's crazy. Everything will close, and, used to be the video stores would be packed. Now everybody rents things online.
Oh, Mike K, that was my first thought, but I didn't think Dwaine would like it, so I just did the draft. We changed in the middle.
Hello, you just addressed something that the audio listeners have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, well, this is like my conferences I have at work where I tell the people on the microphone, if they don't speak on the microphone and ask a question, you have to repeat the question so the people on the other end know what you're talking about.
Exactly. So all
right, Mike said
we
should have done the snake draft, which is I go first, you go second and third, I go fourth and fifth, you go fifth and sixth and seventh. That's how I do the picks on my soccer team when I make the girls divide the teams up. They like doing it that way because if you get first pick, the next person gets 2 people. But we just did it a little bit different here. But I understand what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. What is No Name saying about Jeffra to Dwaine makes sense?
Well, let me go through it. Pick Alexis. I did. Cass. Come on. Yeah, Cass.
By the way, I also saw the new Jack Ryan movie. Shadow Recruit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Good.
That was good. Have you seen that?
No, but I want to see that one too. Let's see. Gunnar said 2 reasons, maybe Dwaine, about his pick from the beauty team.
Yeah, see, I don't know what he means by that.
And then he said good pick about Spencer. You read that?
Yes.
Enrico, your name's now showing up, so yes, you're here.
Oh, that was Enrico the whole time?
Yeah, Mike K was saying some of his comments that we didn't see, I think, but now his name is showing up.
So is he the one that said Jeffra to Dwaine makes sense?
Yes. He also said that he predicts the last picks will be between Bryce and Tasha, which you were close.
Yes,
Tasha went on this 8th round.
Yep.
Jeffrey to Dwaine makes sense. Oh, he's catching up. His comments must have suddenly started coming in. Dwaine got the White Rock.
Yeah. Now, Enrico is watching us from the Philippines. I wonder what time it is in the Philippines. I mean, that's west of us.
Yeah.
So... Oh, it's probably morning time over there.
Yeah.
He's probably eating breakfast.
Yeah, it was him.
All right, my friends, that was our fantasy. I'm sorry, we can't call it fantasy. That was our Survivor Challenge draft.
Right.
All right. And a week from tonight, we will be live again right here where you watched us, or if you listen to us, we'll be right on your iPhone or whatever device you use to listen to us. And we will be talking about I will have to defend my team, and David will have to defend his team of why they will win. And while we're talking about it, we'll go ahead and give our full assessment of each person.
Right.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think.
A lot longer.
Yeah, a lot longer than 35 minutes. This is a very short podcast for us.
Yes.
So, all right. Hey, we do want to ask you to please shop Amazon using our link. I know we say it a lot. That's because we really want you to do it. It helps support the podcast. If you'd rather just give us a donation, you can do that through PayPal. That is also on our website, survivortalkwithdnd.com. Music for tonight's show is Giving You All Control by Jeremy Camp. And that's all I got. How about you, Dave?
If you do take advantage of the D&D challenge with a friend, please let us know and put it on our Facebook page. Let us know what your teams are, how you picked, how you did it. We love it because we want other people to take part in this too. And like you said, we're going to put this on the homepage tonight or tomorrow morning because I'm off tomorrow as well. And I've been out of work for 2 days because of snow. It's been unreal. I'm really surprised I'm off today.
Yeah. Well, what I'll do is I'll put a link to the file that's on Dropbox.
Okay.
I'll put a link to it, and they can get it off of Dropbox. It'll be a Word document, and they can just download it, and they can have it if they want.
And we'll put these teams that Dwayne and I just picked. We'll put them on the Facebook page as well.
Okay. I'll let you do that, and I'll take care of the webpage.
That'll work.
All right. See you, everybody.
See ya.
Hey, guys, thanks for hanging around, those who hung around. It was fun to watch you. I mean, it's fun to...
fun to watch you hang around.
It was fun to watch you hang around. We had pretty good number of viewers tonight. So, all right, guys, we will see you next week.
Yep.
Bye.